From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium. Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Atlanta Falcons. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the one. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Patriots, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Looking to throw. Fowler. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the
open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, Fowler. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fowler. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Mack. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fowler into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Touchdown! Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, this is Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
At the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw from his end zone, Fowler. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They hand this off to Harris. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On first down, Fowler. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Jones on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Our 2 teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd down now, it's Harris trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw, Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 1st and 10, Fowler. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Fowler. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once it...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's another carry for Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Fowler. That is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 6 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Fowler. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 22. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against